Number of participant. Okay. Before that, I will start by attendance first. So, again, Assalamualaikum and good morning. I asked your name. You can answer my what we call attendant. Chu Jun Kai already here. Jun?
Ya, saya. Ada.
Okay. Ada. Okay. Kartik, anak lelaki Balu?
Yes, sir, ada.
Ada. Okay. MD Tanvir Rahman. MD ni apa? Muhammad? Ada? Already here? Not yet?
Hello. Yes, sir. I'm here.
Oh, so you are a foreign student? Are you?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Oh, so you are from India?
No, I came from Bangladesh.
Bangladesh. Okay, welcome to Malaysia. And you can already 2 years. Already. This one is second wave. Okay, now we'll go to Muhammad Irfan Indrawati. Already here? Muhammad Irfan, are you here? No? Muhammad Ismul Faris bin Azman, already here?
Saya, sir.
Muhammad Izzat bin Saleh?
Yes, sir. Already here.
Okay. Muhammad Umarul Adin bin Jazmi? Still not yet. Muhammad Shazwan Zulhilmi?
Ada, sir.
Muhammad Adib bin Muhammad Nur?
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Oh, good morning. Okay, thank you for your attendance. Muhammad Adib Hakimi?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Muhammad Aiman?
Ada, sir. Ada, sir.
Muhammad Akmal?
Yes, sir.
Muhammad Amir Syafiq? Still not yet. Yes.
Ada, sir.
Muhammad Hazim Ahmad Zulkifli. We have two Hazim in this class. Hazim Muhammad Ahmad Zulkifli and Muhammad Hazim bin Mansur. Hazim Muhammad Ahmad Zulkifli already here? No? Muhammad Hazim bin Mansur?
Ada, sir.
Ada, sir.
Oh, you already bought. Okay. Muhammad Izzuddin?
Yes, sir.
Muhammad Mustaqim?
Yes, sir. Ada, sir.
Muhammad Sufyan?
Yes, sir, ada.
Muhammad Syahir?
Yes, sir.
Muhammad Syahmi?
Ya, saya ada, sir.
Nabil Aiman?
Ada sir.
Nuraiman. Nuraiman. Nuraiman Naim. Still cannot join us. Parani, Analaki Surandran.
Yes sir.
Umarul Hakimi.
Saya, sir.
Wan Ahmad Shakir. Okay, never mind. Actually, the teams already record whether our presentation, class, anything, include our attendance also. So the automatically record. So never mind. So I just call your name to know your sound, yourself, ready or not. Okay, I will repeat what I want to share. The first is the introducing myself. Okay, maybe your background already study hard about the hatchback, right? Maybe you already know what is the hatchback and a refrigeration system. So, but before that, everyone come from the diploma in the refrigeration and or a hatchback. Is there you already learn about that? You heard about this system? Are you?
No sir.
No,
No, not all of
No
we.
no.
not all for students already know about the refrigeration and HVAC system because based on the previous class last year, so most of them they come from the diploma in the HVAC system around Ipoh, what we call the polytechnic in the Ipoh, Tengku Umar or something like that, something Omar, something like that. So I forget the polytechnic name, but never mind. The HVAC system include the device and the airflow system. So every device have the what we call the system itself. For example, the pump and the compressor and the filter. So we'll work together, and then we call the hatchback. So hatchback actually H is for heating, and then the V is ventilation, and EC itself is aircon. Then the refrigeration is work with the refrigerant system. So so the attached together a hatchback and the refrigeration system. Okay. So in this semester, actually, we will introduce the hatchback system with certain from the part by part until to we have the outcome from this subject. So actually, I already share our teaching plan in the ULearn. Maybe you are already familiar with the ULearn, so you can check from there the teaching plan, what I share to you, so you can learn from the teaching plan what we study by week, yeah? And then where we will conduct the quiz. Sorry, we don't have a quiz. We have assignment for assessment. We have several assessment here, lab report, and then lab test, and also the midterm test, and then assignment, and then the last is the final exam. So 40% already cover for final exam, and then 60% is by course assessment. So this one is the assessment in our subject. So for the lab, so I will hand over to the Mr. T.S. Muhammad Fairuz. Maybe you are already know about him. He is a very expert in the hatchback system. So I think still the lab will conduct by online. So Mr. Fairuz will be divided by several groups from our class to make easy to us when we conduct the lab. So actually this one is what we have in the teaching plan. Like we will inform about learning outcomes, synopsis of the course, and also the plan every week. And then also I inform inside the teaching plan about what references you can refer. You need to study from that reference. Okay, actually back to my biodata. Biodata is my name is Dr. Muhammad Zulkarnain. I already joined the UTM 1 year since 2020 until now. So already 1 year. And if you have something to contact me, you can use this number to WhatsApp. But we already developed the WhatsApp group. Never mind, you can discuss there in the WhatsApp group. Okay, this one is my email. You can find also the email from the directory, UTM directory. So my PhD also in mechanical, from the bachelor until to PhD. So my areas specialization is on the composite or nanomaterial, computational. If you have opportunity until to the PSM or final year project, if you have ideas to develop material in the composite or simulation, computational system, you can contact me. This is my work experiences. Okay, I think that's all for introducing me. So this one is what we learned in chapter 1. Actually, you can refer this one in the teaching plan. So chapter by chapter, and I will put In this one is based on the week. Okay. And then laboratory, based on this plan, maybe 7 lab, but I'm not sure what the Encik Fairuz will plan to this semester because we can conduct only by online. Okay, any question from here? Anybody?
No, sir.
No, sir. Okay. If not, I will go directly to first chapter. Okay, before that, maybe I will show you just little bit our teaching plan. Have you seen our teaching plan? Okay, this one is our teaching plan. So we are under BMMH, with the fundamental of HVAC and refrigeration. This one is LO, mean the learning outcome. We have 3 of learning outcome, and then refer to the skill. What the skill we will conduct, like cognitive, psychomotor, affective. Psychomotor is mean it should be hands-on. It mean should be conduct in the lab. This is our references, and then our plan. So more lecturer, tutorial, and practical. This is for assessment. You can read this one, the table. What the meaning in every number. This one is for mark distribution. Mark distribution. Final exam is 40. Midterm is 10%. So the unit in the 10%. And then lab, every lab. So we have 5 lab here. So I think 5 lab only conduct in this semester. So every report, lab report will assess by 5%. So times to 5, so meaning we have 25%. So assignment only 1, so we have 15%. So lab test is 1, only 1 time, once, so 10%. So the total 100. So the plan, what we will conduct every week, and then what topic we will cover every week. So we can see in this table. The chapter 1 first week is introduction, HVAC, and then continue chapter 1 for next week. Energy, thermodynamic law, gas law, until to enthalpy. And then week 3 until to, you can check it by yourself, until to the week 14. So what we cover the topic. Okay, that's all I think. Oh, this one is not my email, so I will change the email information. Okay, any information from you? No?
No, sir.
But the slide you can see, you can see the slide. Just now?
Yes, doctor. Yes,
Yeah.
I can see the slide.
Yeah, because only me speak in the in the camera, so just like the talk alone. So I continue to share the topic we cover in this week. First week of topic. Okay, we'll cover introduction, history of hatchback, scope of modern hatchback, introduction to air conditioning, process, objective, what is your system to achieve, environment for human comfort. Okay, the study object of chapter 1 introduced the history, uses and main process of heating, ventilating and air conditioning. There are no calculation to be done. The ideas will be addressed in the detail in the later chapter. After studying in the chapter, you should be able to define heating, ventilation and air conditioning. So after this chapter 1 finish, it should be understanding about the define heating, ventilating and air conditioning, describe the purpose of heating, ventilating and air conditioning, name and describe 7 major air conditioning process, identify 5 main aspects of space, the influence and occupant comfort. So to understand what the parameter which will be measured for consider comfort for occupants. Okay. Okay. Next, heating, ventilating, and air conditioning hatchback is U-fill. Hatchback system include a range from the simple hand stove used for comfort heating to the extremely reliable total air conditioning system found in the submarine and space shuttle. So actually the application of hatchback is very wide. So not only talking about the low temperature, not only talk about the what we call about temperature itself, also is talking about the comfort, human comfort. So we can measure what the human comfort parameter we consider to design in the hatchback. So as it is known, hatchback is not only for low temperature, also in the high temperature we can control because this one is sometimes we will implement in the winter. In the winter system, also we use the hatchback system. It's not only for summer condition we design, but also we design for in the winter system. So we try to measure the humidity, temperature, that comfort to human. So heavy design must consider many more issues that imply keeping temperature comfortable. This chapter will introduce you to the fundamental concept that are used by designer to make decision about system design, operation and maintenance. Okay, we go to the second subtopic on the brief history of hatchback. So actually the system of hatchback began is in the 1880s. The rule of thumb for ventilation design was developed and used in the many countries. And then in the 1851, Dr. John Goris was granted the US patent 1880 for the refrigeration machine. By the 1880s, refrigeration became available for industrial purpose. So actually, history of hatchback already began maybe 100 years before. So actually a long 200 maybe 218 more 200. So a long time the history of the hatchback. And maybe we consider the the airflow in some building, because we already developed the building, so we should be consider how to the flow can be convert to the people or the residents inside the building, because we have our history, the human history, the technology develop high building already begun, and then also our history also maybe already with the developed with the industry. For example, the simple thing, we try to develop how to make the glass bottle already starting, and then how to the packing the drink, with maybe like the beer, how to packing the beer inside of the bottle, and also milk. We're already starting the industry, and then in the same time, we feel maybe the hatchback needed in the industry. So what we try to measure, to consider, to control the comfort, the human comfort. The first one is temperature, moisture in the air, or we call humidity, supply of outside air for ventilation, filtration of airborne particle, air movement in the occupied space. So this one will be considered to inform to us. Okay, these temperatures will be in this range. These properties will be like this. How about humidity? So maybe humidity is convert in our human, or human comfort is around 40% until to 60%. And not only for the human, the moisture is effect also to our device, like electronic or furniture. It's not good if higher humidity also, but less also is not good also for us as a human. And then supply outside, we need a supply of oxygen. We change the oxygen to the carbon monoxide, so we change that for our breathing. And filtration, we need to filter the dust. Okay, this one the brief history. You can read by yourself, I think. Blah 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 blah. You can understand me. Okay. Actually, the application of hatchback is not only for the history. The come is not for only for human. So the come from maybe the first time is technology for the food storage, how to keep the food, maintain the food, because the food is waste of food is very high. Also, in our condition right now, we have a lot of waste of food. So we try to maintain the food quality, and then to keep it in the refrigerator. The economic pressures such as reduction the ventilation rate in 70 energy crisis. Actually, ventilation is important in the some building because we are create already building with for the human residents, for the economic like the office, business. We know the business we try to develop in the high building. So we try to uh, calculate in the efficiency. So this is will relate to the energy consumption. So the energy consumption is important to the reduce the cost. Computerization and networking used for sophisticated control of large complex systems serving numerous buildings. Yeah, in the modern control system, we are already using the computing system. So the system will be controlled by sensor maybe, and then the computer will be inform us what the problem, and then the control room we can observe the condition in the certain of what we call maybe building or factory, medical discoveries. So actually, in the hospital right now, we are already implement the HAZBAG system. So from the starting of the for the patient comfort and also we try to avoid the bacteria circulate in the hospital or the medical medical building. So we try to develop HAZBAG system. Hello there, are you still there? Anybody want to
Yes,
ask
sir.
something?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I hope you can follow my slide. Yeah. Now we go to next subtopic about scope of modern HAZBAG. So we'll try to add what parameter to consider to measure in the HAZBAG design. The first one is indoor air quality. So we can measure whether the quality inside of the building is good or not, although or fresh. We can use the standard of indoor air quality. Naturally, indoor air quality have uh, the law or procedure to measure. So they have a certain number. This number is for good. This number is bad. So by indoor air quality, or we call in the short form in the IAQ. If they mention about the IAQ, it means the indoor air quality. And then we go to other part in the modern HAZBAG design is to measure greenhouse gas emission. So certain refrigerant cannot use anymore because it will affect to the ozone layer. So we cannot use anymore. So we will ban in the system HAZBAG system. We cannot use anymore. So we will be consider what we call consider break the law. So maybe we can they will bring us to the court because we use refrigerant that the effect to the ozone system. And then energy conservation is ongoing challenge to find novel ways to reduce consumption without compromising comfort and indoor air quality. So energy conservation requires significant cooperation between disciplines. So energy conservation is mean we try to utilize some waste energy, and then we try to modify, and then we can use this energy, waste energy, to HVAC system. Maybe later on we will learn. This is not the standard of the HVAC. This is a improvement of HVAC system. Because we use the waste energy to run the HVAC system. And then for HVAC system, we have the standard how to design certain condition of HVAC by ASHRAE, ASHRAE. This one is for the HVAC system. As we know, we have STM for mechanical testing, right? In the HVAC system, we can follow the ASHRAE standard. So, what the actually include inside of the aircon process? So I already simplified by 5 parameters that process occur in the one cycle of aircon process. So the heating, the process adding thermal energy to the conditioned space for the purpose of raising or maintaining the temperature of the space. So sometimes we need the heating to maintain the temperature, because sometimes we produce low temperature. Sometimes we use the heating to winter condition. So not only for, like I mentioned before, so not only for cooling or low temperature condition. Sometimes we use the high temperature to maintain the comfort. And then cooling is opposite from heating. The process of removing thermal energy from the conditioned space for the purpose, the lowering or maintaining the temperature of the space. So humidifying, the process of adding water vapor to the air in the conditioned space, or the purpose of raising or maintaining the moisture content of the air. So in the system of HVAC, we also control the humidity by the spraying the droplet water inside the HVAC system. So this will control the humidity in the HVAC system. Maybe we will produce the HVAC system in the complex mall or in the industry. So the worker inside or occupant, passenger will feel the comfort. So we also measure the humidity inside of the space. So if the need to increase the humidity, so the droplet will be work. Dehumidifying, the process is removing water vapor. So the process, if we measure, is the high humidifying. What we do is absorb or remove the water from the space. So this process we call dehumidifying. So other is the cleaning, the process removing particle, dust, biology, contaminant, insect, blah blah blah, is by a filter. So the number 5 is we need the filter inside of the HVAC system. Sometimes we will feel or we smell something bad odor. So because the cleaning, the filter cleaning is already maybe need to the service or remove the filter to the new one. And ventilating. Ventilating the process of exiting air between the outdoor and conditioned space for the purpose diluting the gases contaminant in the air and improving or maintaining air quality, composition and freshness. So actually the ventilating process, we change the air from the outside to inside the space. So we try to remove in the certain space. For example, in my room, I have one for inside inlet of the airflow and one for replace the outlet to the outside. So we change the with the new one of the air condition. So this condition will be maintain the fresh air inside of the space. Air movement, the process of circulating and mixing the air through conditioned space in the building for the purpose of achieving the proper ventilation and facilitating the thermal energy transfer. So air movement, we should be make sure the air still move in the certain flow. So it's not to higher, it's not to lower, because air intake should be similar to air outlet. So should be similar. If we don't control the volume between the air inlet and the air outlet, will be problem in the air movement. Okay. And then the objective, what is your system to achieve? So what we need to achieve until we design, we measure in certain parameter, and then what we want to achieve actually. We want to achieve is to provide comfortable environment. We to create the comfortable inside the space. So it's not only for human, the application also for the farm animal, hospital, and then the food storage, and then what else? And also furniture, device, and the fiber works of art. We have a gallery to keep this art from the maybe warm, warm because it create from the high humidity, so something like that. So it's not only for the human comfort, but we call environment comfort. Environment comfort is we can apply for human, we can apply for farm, animal, and also for device. So now we have our certain example. For first example is like the farm animal, the design issues are economic, the health and well-being of both animal and worker, plus any regulation. Farm animal space are always ventilated, depend on the climate, cooling and or heating may be provided control by a simple thermostat. The ventilation rate may be varied to maintain indoor air quality, IAQ. and maintain inside design temperature, remove moisture, change the air movement over the animal, and the cooling is not the the last bullet. It's for the fourth bullet actually. So we have only fourth bullet here. So how we control the farm animal, what we should be measure, what we should be maintain, what parameter we will use. So this one, example one already give. We can follow this parameter to measure. And then example two is for hospital operating room. What we should be measure, what we should be maintain. So we should be control the parameter, the heating, cooling, what we can control. This all parameters controlling for hospital. When design in the hatchback, you should be know what parameter considering in environment comfortable. Also in the example 3, frozen food storage, what we want to control. Okay, any question from you? Anybody?
No, sir. Okay.
No,
Actually,
sir.
I want to hear something from you. You want to share something maybe? Huh? You want to share something? What you have experience in the hatchback system from your observation in the maybe in your life, maybe in your experience in the something else, like not only for work experience. Maybe you meet something, you buy something. Maybe you go to cold storage, and then you buy maybe meat from there, freeze, freeze meat. So what you feel? What the temperature from your observation? Yeah, maybe different, different temperature condition. If you want to buy meat, lamb, and a fruit or vegetable. So what different you can feel? Yeah, maybe different in the temperature. Maybe meat need lower temperature compared to the vegetable or the fruit. Is it right? Yes. So this one different what we call a treatment. Even the same field in the food storage, but different treatment. You go to the grocery, like the something maybe Jaya Grocer, and then maybe what Village Grocery, and then what you can find from there. The station of the food storage is different, right? And then before you go there, you can feel first the aircon. So the aircon itself is designed for human, right? And then when you go to the food storage, then implement to the food storage. So different. So any experience from you? What you can feel? Maybe you go to the broad. Maybe you can from your vacation. You go to the Europe in the winter, and then maybe hotel or something. You can feel different. aircon condition or hatchback condition. So maybe in the winter you can feel the hotel will be supply the heating, right? Right?
Yes.
Okay. This one the other example. Okay. This one is environment that control for human comfort. So what we will feel if the environment is comfort to human. We can measure the first maybe individual health, vulnerability, and expectation, anything, physical, lighting, acoustic, noising, air quality, thermal condition, including humidity, anything. So we maybe take one place for human control, air quality. Maybe only that we can implement in the hatchback system, right? So very much, a lot of parameters considered in the human control. Even in the air quality, we have certain parameters to measure, to maintain that considered in the human comfort. Okay, attribute of the space influencing thermal and then the air quality, the acoustical environment, the lighting influence the physical aspect. Then we go to next characteristic of the individual that influence comfort, blah blah blah. Okay, maybe that's all for first week. I hope we can discuss about this if you have confusing or still cannot open your mind in our hatchback subject, because this one is the first subject introduce how the hatchback system. Actually, you can see the slide, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
we
okay,
can
okay.
see.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. So I hope you can understand. Any you have something to discuss? Maybe uh, what the type of the hatchback? Maybe so. Actually, hatchback system is a lot of type. As we know, very simple one is a split system in the our residence. We use this for the residency, like the house, small house. We use a split icon. But if we go to the big office, a big building, we already use the central icon. The central icon also have the several level. Lot also very huge, very wide of type of hatchback. So, any else from you? But before that, can I record the attendance? How to record attendance? Wait a minute. I'm not sure. But last time I can use Teams to record the attendance. I miss it. Oh, see this one. Okay, ready. I got it. Okay, never mind. That's all our class. Maybe if some topic is very easy, and so I will conduct by asynchronous system. Do you know? Do you have idea what the asynchronous and synchronous system? Anybody?
No, sir.
Synchronous system is mean just conduct the class, online class, the same time with the what we call offline class. So if you have a class on the Friday at 8 o'clock, it means the synchronous, I will run the online class the same time at 8 on the Friday, 8 a.m. and the Friday. So we will conduct the directly online. It means we see face to face of the class, but by online. That one is we call synchronized. But other type of the online class we call asynchronous. Asynchronous is I just put the video inside the ULearn, so you can check anytime the video and the slide together. So you can take something from the video, maybe what the outcome from the video, what the topic outcome in that week. Yeah? So you can I can create the attendance inside there, and then you should be the fulfill the attendance, because if you see the attendance, so I will give the maybe task. The task is to be inside, so I hide the inside in the video. So if you see the video, if you watch the video, so you can answer the task. So this task consider the attendance. So this condition consider synchronous. Synchronous is good for you to to save the internet data, because you can see anytime and you upload only video, so you don't need to attend the class 2 hours. You know how much the data will consume in 2 hours. This is very expensive. So have the good advantage in the synchronous compared to the synchronous. But in synchronous, you can ask me directly, because we meet the class by face to face. That's the one benefit of the synchronized compared to asynchronous. But if the topic is not difficult, easy to understand, so better I use the asynchronous. So like this, for the first week, maybe introduce the topic, introduce of the subject, introduce anything. Also, I introduce my profile also. So I need to conduct the class by synchronized. So not always the class will conduct by the synchronous. So better sometimes we conduct by asynchronous. Okay, I hope you understand. But only 15 people attend the class. Of 15 students. Where's the other? Already finished? Already leave the class? Because I just take attendance. Oh no, already complete. Sorry, already complete. In this meeting, 24, 35. Yeah, sometimes, yeah, the line is not stable. So sometimes they leave suddenly without permission. Okay. Any question from you?
No, sir.
No, yeah. Okay, I think for second week, next week, I will conduct the class also with the synchronized, same time, same day. If you have any idea, maybe difficult to attend early morning, so we can discuss because I am free after 10, so maybe we can start at 9, maybe because difficult to attend early morning. So I hope we can discuss about it. Any idea from you?
We will discuss and let sir know after this.
After this, after the class, maybe in the WhatsApp group. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Okay, see you next week, and maybe we can discuss in the WhatsApp group after this. Yeah. See you all. Assalamualaikum and good morning.
Thank you, sir.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you,
Salam.
sir.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Salam. Thank you, sir.